Good morning, Europe. Welcome to EuroConnect News, your premier source for in-depth coverage and analysis of European politics, economics, and society. On behalf of our dedicated team, warm welcome to each and every one of you. So join us on this journey of discovery. Subscribe to EuroConnect News, and let's stay connected to the heartbeat of Europe. Headline 1. Right-wing surge, anticipated in 2024 European Parliament elections. In a dramatic forecast ahead of the 2024 European Parliament elections, right-wing parties are poised for substantial gains across the European Union. Populist radical right groups are expected to capture significant votes and seats, reflecting a broader shift in the political climate. This anticipated surge marks a pivotal moment that could reshape the EU's legislative landscape, influencing future policy directions and coalition dynamics. Analysts suggest this trend underscores growing voter dissatisfaction with traditional parties and a desire for more conservative governance across the continent. Headline 2. Populist radical right expected to lead in multiple EU member states. As the 2024 European Parliament elections approach, populist radical right parties are forecasted to top the polls in 9 member states and secure strong positions in another 9. This significant electoral gain highlights the rising influence of right-wing populism within the EU. Countries such as France, Germany, and the Netherlands are among those where these parties are expected to see remarkable success. This shift could signal a transformative change in how these nations engage with EU policies, particularly in areas like immigration, national sovereignty, and economic regulation. Headline 3. Decline of center-left and Green parties predicted in upcoming EU elections. The upcoming 2024 European Parliament elections are predicted to be challenging for center-left and Green parties, with significant losses expected. The European People's Party, EPP, and the Progressive Alliance of Socialists and Democrats, S&D, are forecasted to continue their decline, reflecting a trend seen in recent elections. Similarly, centrist groups like Renew Europe, RE, and the Greens European Free Alliance, GEFA, are also projected to lose seats. This decline may lead to a substantial shift in the EU's legislative priorities and a re-evaluation of progressive policies across member states. Headline 4. Potential right-wing coalition could reshape European Parliament majority. For the first time, the European Parliament might see a majority coalition formed by right-wing parties, including Christian Democrats, Conservatives, and radical right MEPs. This potential coalition is expected to significantly influence the Parliament's legislative agenda and policy formation. The Identity and Democracy, ID, and the European Conservatives and Reformists, ECR, groups are anticipated to make considerable gains, possibly holding 25% of MEPs combined. This new majority could prioritize conservative policies and challenge the EU's current approach to issues such as climate change, economic governance, and civil liberties. Headline 5. Fragmentation and policy challenges ahead as EU faces significant political shift. The 2024 European Parliament elections are predicted to lead to increased fragmentation and complexity in policy formation within the EU, with significant gains expected for right-wing parties and losses for traditional center-left and Green parties. The political landscape is set for major changes. This fragmentation could impede ambitious EU actions, particularly in tackling climate change and other critical issues. As the balance of power shifts, the EU will likely face new challenges in maintaining cohesion and effectively implementing policies that address the diverse needs and priorities of its member states. Headline 6. Meet the game changers. Key candidates poised to shape the 2024 EU elections. Von der Leyen, championing green innovation amid critique. As the current European Commission President, Ursula von der Leyen stands at the forefront of climate policy and digital transformation. Despite facing criticism over vaccine procurement and transparency, her leadership during the pandemic and commitment to the European Green Deal remain central to her campaign. Schmit's social crusade, tackling inequality. In the EU, Nicolas Schmit, the European Commissioner for Employment and Social Rights, is on a mission to address social issues and economic disparities within the EU. With a focus on youth employment and social policy reforms, his campaign emphasizes inclusivity and fairness. Gozi's vision, uniting Europe through innovation. Sandro Gozi, a staunch advocate for European integration, is rallying for stronger EU institutions and greater cohesion. His emphasis on digital innovation and economic reforms aims to position the EU as a global leader while navigating political controversies. Reintke's Green Agenda, driving environmental change. Reintke, co-chair of the Green Group, is leading the charge for ambitious climate policies and social justice. With a strong focus on environmental advocacy and LGBTQ+ rights, her campaign seeks to pave the way for a greener and more inclusive EU. Baier's battle cry, championing economic equality. Walter Baier, president of the European Left, is challenging austerity measures and advocating for robust social welfare policies. His campaign centers on worker rights and economic reforms, aiming to foster greater equality and prosperity across Europe. Eickhout's Climate Crusade, spearheading sustainable solutions. Bas Eickhout, a leading voice in climate action, is pushing for bold environmental policies and sustainable development. Known for his confrontational style and sharp debating skills, his campaign focuses on driving tangible advancements in green innovation within the EU. Thank you for watching this edition. Please like, share, and subscribe our YouTube channel for more updates.